Masses table. Masses table.
Master elements.
Masses table.
Racism, white supremacy is a dynamic system for the ultimate purpose of white genetic survival on the planet. White supremacy.
You are in an evil system, a system that is designed deliberately to produce evil thoughts, to produce animosity, to produce violence.
Introduction to African civilizations and man-garden civilization.
Master elements. Master elements.
We dedicate lives to the study of history.
They didn't tell us that if you give up the man, you're going to take one of these things and it's worse and it will destroy your nation.
The right way is clearly distinct from error.
Racism is a competitive relationship between groups of people who are competing for the ownership and control of resources, wealth, and power.
I am a critical thinker, here to bless you with lyrical tinctures. I am the black dot, the point of reference, the metaphysical link to the Moors, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas. I am here to remove the blind spots and clear the view of your spiritual blinker. I am something out of nothing. I am the alchemical bringer of change. My name will continue to linger. I am legend. If consciousness was a game, I would be considered a ringer. I am because we are.
And those Africans have to be organized to fight for their liberation.
GW Apparel, a clothing that speaks. Something for the kings, something for the queens. Visit uptsites.com and use promo code SLDG22 and receive 11% off your order. Peace.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.
Peace, family. Peace. Welcome to another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. It is good to be back in the building with y'all. We ain't seen y'all in a minute. For those of y'all that don't know, I am the God Sincere Love, and I am here with my lovely co-host, Nicety Girl. We are back in the digital building. Good to see y'all, man. What's going on?
What's good, everybody? Happy Easter, Resurrection Day today for those that celebrate and believe.
Well, not according to your president. It's
Right.
Transgender Remembrance Day.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that for sure.
Yeah.
We have to talk about that. The disrespect is real.
Yes, indeed. But that's the topic for today, man. We talking about your boy Biden making Easter the new transgender
Visibility
recognition
Day?
day or whatever it's called, Visibility Day. Make sure you get the words and the pronouns right and everything. I don't want to offend nobody.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. So what we celebrating today, family? I don't know what we celebrating, but whatever you celebrate, happy holidays to you and your family. Hope everybody is good. Hope everybody is safe. As you're coming up in here, make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure that you share this out on your social media platforms and let everybody know that we are live right now on Sincere Love the Godcast. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at Sincere Love the God and at Godcast Enterprises. Godcast Enterprises on YouTube. Y'all need to get those subscribes up on the Godcast Enterprise channel. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you head on over there and do that. If you're watching us from Twitter or Facebook, or you might be watching us on the Sincere Love to God channel on YouTube, we appreciate you tuning in from wherever you're tuning in from, but we need y'all to subscribe to the Godcast Enterprises channel for sure. Oh man, so nicey, man, how you, man? I've been good on this screen in a minute.
I know. I feel like it's been forever, but I'm here doing the same old, and also make sure you guys support Godcast Books, right? We have 7, The Super Hero, Volume 1. Volume 2, y'all, is around the corner. I'm so excited. As we told you guys before, things were kind of delayed because of the illustrator, but everything is going to be moving accordingly really, really, really soon. And we'll be getting Volume 2 out for you guys probably within the next 60 to 90 days. I don't want to really get no time frame.
Don't get no day.
I know.
Don't even get no day.
I know. Every time we start, I feel like something tries to pull us back, but we are definitely still working hard, to get that. Actually, it's complete. It's just the illustrations. I want you to know that it is complete, but we're still working with the same illustrator, so we're kind of at her mercy right now, and we don't want to move to another one because she just got it down pat. But continue to support Volume 1. It's still available at www.godcastbooks.com. And to everyone that has supported us thus far, tuning in, when we do tune in, thank you. Also, the Black Business Showcase will be coming back this month. Yay! So we do have some guests lined up starting in April. So again, if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, please reach out to us,
hit us up
via email at godcastenterprises@gmail.com. godcastenterprises@gmail.com, or you can either DM myself or Sincere if you would like to be featured on the Black Business Showcase.
For sure. Let us know what y'all got going on so we can showcase your business and let everybody know, who we need to be supporting out here.
Right.
Black Business Showcase, man. Get y'all back up on this joint. Shout out to some chick named Star in the building. Cousin. Appreciate you, beloved. Appreciate you rocking with us all the time, man. Shout out to Virgo Venom in the building.
Hey, sis.
Another Godcast alumni right here. Peter Ogun. Peace.
That's
Peace.
My bro.
Kevin
Peter,
Blackwell, B1 fam. Rashida Omar, I see you. Appreciate y'all, every last one of y'all. Again, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure that y'all sharing this out, letting everybody know that we live, man. We're going to be chopping it up like we always do at this time. Not like we always do at this time, but like we usually do at this time.
Right.
When we ain't too busy with our personal lives and stuff like that, we try to be on here consistently each and every Sunday around this time, 5, 6 p.m. around that time. We be bouncing around with the times and all that, but y'all got to stick with us, man. Y'all got to rock with us.
Right.
That's why it's important to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get those notifications whenever we do decide to go live with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But we here today. God damn it, we are here today. And like I said, today's topic, man, we're going to be talking about Biden transforming Easter into Transgender Recognition Day. What's it called?
It's called Transgender Day of Visibility. So we got to see them. What does that mean?
How y'all feel about that, man? How y'all feel about that? Especially all my Christian folks out there, because this is the thing with a lot of y'all. I know most of y'all that's rocking with us live right now are probably not who I'm talking to, but some of y'all that might be watching this on the replay or whatever, somebody might have sent this link to you or whatever the case may be. You might be amongst the vote blue no matter who crowd. And a lot of our people, they identify as being Christians. You know what I'm saying? And the Democrats, a lot of the policies and stuff that they push is very anti-Christian, particularly what we're talking about today, which is supposed to be Resurrection Day, of your Savior, your Christ and all of that. And he's prioritizing transgenders on this day, So how do you guys feel about that? And a lot of their policies, they prioritize that community. And that's kind of anti-Christian. It's it's not very biblical. So all y'all vote blue no matter who, people who be thumping that Bible all around. I need y'all to come to the front of the congregation. Let us know how you feel.
It's funny that you said the not only the vote blue no matter who people, but the Bible thumpers. So I sent it to people in my family that really be thumping that Bible, and
Right.
ain't nobody said nothing. It's been 24 hours since I sent the link to this article, and I haven't gotten a response from my Bible thumping family yet in
Oh, they ain't gonna
reference
say
to
nothing.
this. Yeah, yeah. Oh, but if it was Trump,
Oh Lord.
Lord,
Yeah, oh
Lord, but
man.
see, Trump
Oh man.
calls for the president to issue an apology.
Was Nicety, where'd you go?
Sorry
Was
about
it?
that. My phone rang. Sorry about that.
Okay. There you
Sorry
go.
about that. But yeah, Trump calls for Biden to apologize, and I agree because it's not okay. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just for Christians, but it seems like he does something anti-Christian and definitely anti-black. Because he made June, what was that, LGBT month, right? So that I felt like that was anti-black. First of all, we get the shortest month in the year, which is February for Black History Month, and then you start talking about some LGBT month in June. Like, what is he doing? Are you frozen?
Yeah.
There you go. I thought I
you
was like, is it frozen?
no, I think I'm here.
It was like you were stuck
I
for
think I'm
a
here. I
couple
do see a
seconds.
little bit of glitching.
Yeah, but yeah,
I
this
do see
man
a
is
little bit of
weird as
glitching. Hopefully
hell.
we good. Y'all let us know.
So the
But
New
read a little
York
bit up from
Post.
the article in the New York Post. I
So
think we
critics
delayed or
rip
something because we
President.
talking over each
I
other.
am. Am I? Yeah,
I don't
because
know.
you were
Is
like
there a
quiet.
delay, family?
Let us know.
It don't seem like there is on my end. Everything looks good on my end, but let us know in the chat if we're glitching up or if it's delaying or something like that. Because it seems like we keep talking over top of each other, like it's delayed or something.
Anywho,
Thank you for the happy
so
birthday shout out, Star. Appreciate that.
yeah,
Star
brother
said I
getting
sent
old
it to
over
two
there.
apostles. So is. So is.
Getting old over there. Let me not talk because mine in June.
The Gemini. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. But let's get into that New York Post article about this Transgender Day.
So this article came out yesterday, by the way. Critics ripped President Biden Saturday for proclaiming March 31st, Easter Sunday this year, Transgender Day of Visibility. I, Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim March 31st, 2024, as Transgender Day of Visibility, the White House announced on Friday.
Hold
I
on a
called
second.
upon.
Hold on a second. So are they saying it's just today or is this going to be every March 31st?
I mean, it just happened to because Easter can fall on I think any time of the year. Sometimes it's
Got
in
it.
April. So this year it happened to fall, on the 31st. That's how I took it. That's how
Okay.
I took
All
it.
right.
Um, I call upon all Americans to join us in lifting up the lives and voices of transgender people throughout our nation and to work towards eliminating violence and discrimination against all transgender, gender, non-conforming, and non-binary people. First of all,
Yeah.
he ain't did this for black folks.
Yeah. But yeah,
Where's the anti-black? Where's the anti-black hate crime bill?
Sorry, y'all. My phone is going off and stuff.
Presumptive. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
GOP president nominee Donald Trump called Biden's announcement, which was simply a formality since the day has been in place since 2009 and always falls on March 31st. I didn't know that. Part of the administration's year-long assault on Christian faith. And I agree, it is, because that is, it goes against the Bible. Let's just, call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are not going to change God's law. You can't. You don't have the authority to do that. And if you want to give them a day, it don't have to be now. It
Even
didn't have
though
to be this.
even though it's saying it just happened to fall on Easter this year or whatever, but it's going to be March 31st. And like you said, Easter, kind of rotates the last Sunday of the month, right? Is that how they
Right.
usually do it?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing coincidental or accidental. They line
No.
that thing up. They line that thing up as plans. You know what I'm saying? they like to be intentionally offensive, you know what I'm saying? Particularly to us, but just in general, you know what I'm saying, with these Democrats, man, and their degenerate policies, behaviors, their actions, just all together, man. It's like at this point, what are y'all supporting? That's my thing. At this point, what are y'all supporting? As a foundational Black American that's still saying we gotta vote, we can't, y'all just that afraid of Trump still. For what reason? I have no idea. I don't understand it at all. Please explain to me, somebody.
And remember, and they love to call Trump the Antichrist. This is Antichrist as it gets, if you ask me. And again, why is it so big now? Because I've never seen on social media in 2009 or beyond anyone talking about Transgender Visibility Day. But all of a sudden now it's like hyped up. There's
and
this
I seen
big
something the other day too. We don't got the article pulled up to show, but I did see an article floating around. I don't remember what publication it was recently, where they were talking about how support for the LGBT community is slipping.
Right.
I guess they did some type of poll or whatever the case may be, and they were saying that the support has been decreasing for this whole LGBT movement compared to how they was pushing it, during the Obama years and all of that stuff. They were saying that more and more Americans were starting to support the movement. You know what I'm saying? But now they're saying it's decreasing because y'all keep shoving it down people's throat. You know what I'm saying? Like people children are accepting, especially Black people. We're accepting of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So people are like, okay, live, let live, whatever. We ain't got a problem with that. Y'all want get y'all rights, get y'all rights. If that's how y'all feel, for the most part, people like that with it. But after a while, people are starting to see like, damn, this shit is everywhere you look. You can't even grab a bag of Skittles out the grocery store without seeing something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Get a box of cereal for your kids, or you turning on cartoons or whatever the case may be. They just constantly put it in your face, shoving it down your throat. So I think people are now like, yo, listen, enough is enough, man.
Yeah,
what more do y'all want?
Right. Remember some months back when they had the LGBT stuff in Target, and they even had baby clothes, with that stuff in there. And so people started to make us think about it, and Target was forced to pull it. Because again, what do babies have to do with this? And I think that's where the disdain, that's where the people, is drawing the line. Now you guys are bringing our children. Now you're saying it has to be in the schools, from kindergarten. Like now you're going too far. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where people are like, hold on, enough is enough. Now you guys are taking this a bit too far, having the transgender, people reading to children in libraries and coming to find out they're pedophiles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Common sense is starting to kick in. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember, years ago, decade or so ago, you know what I'm saying, when we were talking about this stuff, a lot of people, they would say, well, you sound like you homophobic or something. You know what I'm saying? And some of those same people now, they're like, yo, I remember you was talking about this a while back. I see what you're saying now. I'm like, damn, it took this long?
Right.
It took this long? But I see common sense is starting to kick in for a lot of people now. Usually they don't want to hear it. I guess from people like us, we're looked at as extremists, extra militant, or whatever the case may be. But it's like, dude, we just peep game. We just paying attention. We peep game. And we just trying to point out what seems to be the obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And shout out to my bro Sean Stevens in the chat, man. He's speaking some truth in the chat. He says this LGBTQ plus minority women's movement / women's rights, i.e. feminism agenda, has never been what they say it was meant for. It has always been a referendum on the civil rights movement.
Always.
Exactly. That's facts.
Always. And I love this line. I don't want to say love, but I think it's funny because Trump, he gonna take his jabs. And one thing about it, you can depend on Trump to throw a jab in there. He said, "We call on Joe Biden's failing campaign and White House to issue an apology to the millions of Catholics and Christians across America who believe tomorrow is for one celebration only: the resurrection of Jesus Christ." Period.
Right. Because let me tell you something. If Biden would have pulled something like this on Rosh Hashanah or something like that,
right,
one of those holidays, best believe the ADL would have been demanding some type of apology.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So that's facts right there. Shout out to the Great Black Shark in the building. I see you, King.
What's up, bro? And you keep on talking about my forehead, we're gonna have some problems. Leave my forehead alone.
The forehead is famous, man. They love the forehead.
I gotta find a shirt. I gotta make a shirt about this forehead. I'm gonna capitalize on this forehead.
Right. See, yeah. See,
now we thinking.
How you do that.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I thought that, of course, lately since his campaign, remember when Biden was running, before he even made the presidency, he said that his priority would be the LGBTQ community. He said that.
And the Hispanics.
And the Hispanics. He said that. So we shouldn't be
showing
surprised.
improving.
Yeah.
He's showing improving. That's one thing about it. We can't say he lied.
Right.
We can't say you can't say he didn't live up to his promises. He told you what he was going to do, and he following through. He's showing improvement. And
Kamala also said what they weren't going to do for Black America. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something just only going to benefit Black people. No, right? So they also kept their promise. And not only does it, everything that they do don't benefit us at all, if we're going to keep it real. Nothing that they've done thus far has benefited us at all. At all.
Right. And shout out to our sister Crown 808 in the building. What's going on, Crown?
I miss her.
Peace.
I miss y'all. You know what? We'll talk about this offline. Maybe I'm gonna have to come to Atlanta for my birthday. I think I'm coming to Atlanta for my birthday, but I want the Godcast together.
Okay, let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. I gotta do something. I miss y'all.
we got to get back. We got to get back into our rhythm, back on our routine. I feel like ever since I moved, I relocated. I've been kind of getting resettled in, kind of threw things off a little bit. You've been busy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I've been busy on my side. Hey, things happen, man. But we'll get back into our rhythm. We're gonna be going live regularly like we usually do. Getting the book together, of course. Getting the Black Business Showcase back popping once again. For those of y'all that's just tuning in. If you are an entrepreneur or a business owner and you would like to have your business featured on the Godcast, please hit us up. Send us an email at godcastenterprises@gmail.com or just slide up in one of our DMs. Let us know what you got going on so we can get y'all on the schedule for the Black Business Showcase, because we are trying to get things back on track over here.
We are. Slowly but surely. So what do you guys think about this? I felt some kind of way. You're off the
I want to see what you're talking about.
The very next article. So, WNBA players, player criticizes Ice Cube for offering college basketball star Caitlin Clark $5 million to play in the Big 3 league. And I felt some kind of way about that. I love my brother Ice Cube. Y'all know I rise for Cube. I love him. Been a fan for forever, since a teenager. But I felt like this right here. First of all, she wasn't the winner. It should have been our sister. Secondly, the women in the WNBA right now barely make $5 million. You know what I'm saying? And she comes from money. She don't need it. She don't need it.
No, they don't make that type of money.
Yeah,
they don't make that type of
kind of money.
I'm not going to pull it up because every time I try to pull it up,
you got pop up.
Every time I try to pull it up, the screen gets janky.
I'll read it.
I'm not even going to pull up the articles today. But hold on. Let me just say,
by the way.
Hold on. Can you hear me? Am I? Can I be heard?
All right,
cool. Yeah. So before you start reading, I just wanted to say, I already knew that me and you was going to have a difference of opinion on this story right here. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Ice Cube.
Nope.
I'm not mad at Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a smart move. You know, the white girl is very hot right now. First of all, women's college basketball in particular is popping right now. You know what I'm saying? It seems like the women for the first time are more popular than the men. You know what I'm saying? And also, I don't really think they're going to give her $5 million. I think that's kind of a publicity thing. I think Ice Cube was smart enough to put this out there to kind of ride the Caitlin wave. What's her name? What's her last name?
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark wave, because they pushing her heavy right now. You know how they're gonna do. She's a
She
good ball player. She's a very good ball player. And again, yeah, she's white. And so they're gonna throw everything they can behind this girl. And so Ice Cube taking a look at that and say, okay, let me ride this wave. I could catch this wave because look, he up against all of these giant conglomerates with his league. They want to see it fail. They're not really supporting him. You know what I mean? The sponsors and stuff like that. He's been complaining about the NBA trying to sabotage him and stuff like that. So you got to play offense, defense. You know what I'm saying? And business is warfare. And so we can do business with whoever. I understand the optics of it and why people would get in their feelings about it. Black people in particular would get in their feelings about it. Like, just like the sister in the article. Oh, that's the first person you've seen that was worthy, you know what I'm saying, of getting called out. I think she said something like that. But it's like, I think if they was to do a deal with her, of course, he's going to spin the block back and get Angel Reese and all of them. It would be a great look. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was smart to start off with Caitlyn because she the hottest one right now. She the hottest one right now.
Can I read what his response? Can I read his response?
I ain't even see his response, but go ahead.
Yeah, because TMZ reported it on their Twitter page. It says, so TMZ put, Caitlyn Clark gets blockbuster $5 million offer from Ice Cube's Big Three League. So Ice Cube responds and said, I intended the offer to remain private while Caitlyn Clark plays for the championship, but I won't deny what's now already out there. Big Three made a historic offer to Caitlyn Clark. Why wouldn't we? Caitlyn is a generational athlete who can achieve tremendous success in the Big Three. The skeptics laughed when we made Nancy Lieberman the first female coach of a men's pro team, and she won the championship in her first year. Then Lisa Leslie won it all in year 2. With our offer, Caitlyn Clark can make history and break down even more barriers for women athletes. And he went on, he said, America's women athletes should not be forced to spend their off-season playing in often dismal and dubious foreign countries just to make ends meet. So,
right, because they don't make nowhere near that in the WNBA. First of all, these girls that are playing in college right now, the ones that are hot, they're making more money right now than they would make playing in the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? It's not WNBA is not, they don't got them big contracts like that. You know what I'm saying? That might change soon, but that's just not how it's been, and that's not the way it is now. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it's a good look for her as a player, as an athlete, or whatever the case may be. But I think it's a great look for Ice Cube and his league. That will put them in a position where they will be forced, because, like I said, they want to big her up. They want to make her the poster child of women's basketball anyway. So for her to be a part of the Big Three league, he wins by proxy. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got to talk about the Big Three. Right. If you're going to talk about her, you got to talk about the Big Three. Sponsors got to come around, all of that stuff. I think it's a smart play. I don't think we should be emotional when it comes to these things. It's business.
I don't like it. Because these white people always get the leg up. It's just like, he could have offered her 2 and still brought out Sister Angela Reese and offered her 5. I don't know. Like, I mean, I'll make this work.
I look at it a couple different ways with, you know what I'm saying, how it still ends up being a good look for us as a whole, if you want to look at it from a black and white thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I believe, if he is able to make that deal happen, of course they're going to have to bring some more girls on the play. So who is going to be? Angel Reese, number 1.
And they're playing again. They're playing again. They're about to go head up again.
It's going to be a rematch, right?
Yes.
I wasn't sure if they won the other day. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It's about to be a rematch. Iowa. I think it's Iowa that she played for. I wasn't sure if they won the other day. So yeah, it's going to be a rematch, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a rematch.
Boom. So that's going to be hot. It's ratings gold if you get those 2 girls in the Big Three going against each other. It's ratings gold. And so, Angel Reese, she know how to she got her how you say it? She got star power.
She does.
You know what I'm saying? She got that FBA Majara spirit.
She does.
You know what I'm saying? She bring that to the court with her. And so that would help the league. The rivalry between them 2. Especially if she wins. If she win this series that they about to play now and in the Big Three. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, y'all want to make her the poster child, but she keep getting outshone by the
Right.
Angel Reese. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
also, what I think about it though, he said what I thought was a private. So he said that was private. How do we not know that he hasn't offered Angela Reese something? She's probably just keeping it quiet. When you look at,
He said it was private.
he said so what he thought was a private conversation, I guess, between Caitlin Clark and stuff like that. When he was responding to TMZ, that was supposed to be a private offer. That wasn't supposed to be public, basically.
Really?
How?
That's interesting.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Now, when we think about it, hindsight is 2020. How do we know Angela Reese hasn't gotten an offer? She's just keeping it quiet.
Facts.
Never know.
Facts.
I mean,
Facts.
that's another
But
way
I
to
also
look at
think I also am very skeptical. I don't think that she is going to sign with the big three. I don't think that's going to go through. I think her, the people around her, as well as the sponsors, are going to tell her that's not a good look. Because again, they don't support the big three like that. They're looking to sabotage the league overall. And so I think they're going to get in her ear, you're going to risk injury. You don't want to do that, because she is going to be playing against men, what I'm saying, in the big three. They ain't going to take it easy on you. You know what I'm saying? So it is a little risky, you know what I'm saying? But I think that they're going to shut it down, make her some other offers, sponsor wise or whatever, to make it make sense where she don't need that $5 million. She could turn it down. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think is going to happen ultimately. But I think the idea of it, I wasn't mad at Cube for the idea of it, though. I'm just, that's where I'm at with it.
As a matter of fact, he's going to be out here in July in Anaheim at the Honda Center. The big three is going to be here in Cali, and I'm going.
Say it again.
He's going to be here. The big three is going to be here in July in California, so I'm going to go.
Okay. No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Okay, I got to check when they're going to be here too, because I haven't been to one of those yet. I definitely want to pull up to the big three for sure.
All right. So the next article we have uncounted. Are we going to do this one? Uncounted millions?
Nah. I put that in there as a reminder because I wanted to check it out. It's a documentary that's coming on MSNBC, just to make y'all aware, about reparations. They putting out some type of documentary. It's called Uncounted Millions, and it's going to be I think a 3-part series on MSNBC. Uncounted Millions, Things Fall Apart is the name of it. So make sure y'all go check that out. I just put it in there so I can have a reminder to check it out, so we can talk about it after we get a chance to take a look at it, because I want to see what MSNBC talking about when they put reparations in their headlines and all that. I want to see what they talking about.
Right. And speaking of documentaries and movies and things like that, I just wanted to make mention. I don't know I'm sure the people that watch us have, but Netflix has a new Good Time series. It's going to be, I guess, like more of an animated, series. And of course, we're not going to support that. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer, but it was cringe for me. Just the trailer itself. It was just the most anti-Black BS stereotypes that you can find. And I just feel like this, they always like to make a mockery of, our living conditions and things like that. And one of the writers, by the way, is a Latina. You don't know that experience, of being in the projects like Black Americans had to live in the projects, but we were also clean. Most of us very, very talented and all these things. But if you look at it, it was saying something like, like SSI, all I gotta go do is get to SSI. Like it was just so cringe. I personally don't want to support it. And so, we're just, when you guys get a chance, if you can just hashtag it, when you see Netflix post it or anyone trying to post this, we're going to hashtag Good Times. Good Times is racist. Good Times is anti-Black American. Netflix is racist. We're going to use those hashtags. I don't want to support anything that just puts us, in a negative light. Like, we're not going to continue to laugh at our pain. It's not funny.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. They managed to stuff every anti-Black stereotype you could think of.
Right.
And a 2-minute trailer, the minute and a half trailer, however long it was, they managed to stuff every single anti-Black stereotype you could think of in the trailer. My thing about stuff like that, though, is I don't really like to be reactionary. You know what I'm saying? I get it, and I ain't against, what I'm saying, whatever people want to do as far as boycotting and using the hashtags and all of that stuff to get at Netflix and stuff like that. Cool. That's what the family want to do. That's what the family want to do. But I don't like us being in a position where we got to be reactionary all the time. You know, we just need to be more proactive with creating our own media, with being in control of our own narrative. They're going to do what they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? That's not a surprise. It's expected. We at war. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to use their economics. They're going to use their media. They're going to use everything at their disposal to wage war against us. You know what I'm saying? And so we got to expect that. And so we need to stop being on defense all the time. You know what I mean? That's
I just feel like I think to Steve, what's his name? Steph Curry is behind it, and I think just financial backing. But one of the writers is a Latina, and the other one is a Nigerian. They can't tell our stories. They can't tell our stories. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You can't
even know that part.
You cannot tell the story of a foundational Black American in the projects because that's not your experience. Shanty towns is your experience. You know,
I didn't even know that part.
And actually, she's not the Latina is not Puerto Rican. She's Cuban. So I want to correct myself. I believe she's Cuban, and a Nigerian chick. So y'all can do your own research on the writers. You know,
2 females.
Right there. 2 females. Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
And yeah, and see, they don't do that with their own culture.
Right.
They don't highlight the underbelly within their own culture. You know what I'm saying? This is where the tethering comes in at. You know what I'm saying? Because the Latina is probably so-called Afro-Latina.
She don't look it, so I don't think she claims that, to be honest, because she doesn't look like an Afro-Latina. She looks like a white Latina.
What's her name?
I'll pull it up. Hold on, because why is my iPad sticking?
I want to see if I can show y'all her picture. Let me see.
Her name is Renata Shepherd, and let me put her here. Copy. I'm gonna put her in our materials. She's there she goes.
This is her. I think I got her Instagram page. I think I got her Instagram page up here. Yeah, is this
I'll put her in the material. Yeah.
This got to be her. Artist, executive director, films that move. Yeah, let's take a look at her Instagram page while we here. Shall we? Hopefully it doesn't freeze up when I try to share it with y'all. Let me see if I can share this with y'all real quick.
And all they're doing, though, is reinforcing their negative stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? And we've seen enough of that.
Boom. Like my brother Sean Stevens in the chat always likes to say, it's important to know thy enemy. So let's get to know this. Let's get to know this one right here. Executive director, films that move. Okay, this is her. This is her here. Okay, definitely not an Afro-Latina.
No. Nope.
Not that would make a difference, but I'm just saying.
Right.
So this is
definitely a white woman.
This is the face behind it, and she's quoting Maya Angelou in this post here. Nothing will work unless she's quoting Maya Angelou, another foundational Black American icon.
Yeah,
I don't know who. I don't know how she got the green light.
Let's not forget that.
Let's keep it on. What's her name? Renata over here. I don't know how she got the green light to redo Good Times, but this is who's doing it, y'all. This is her right here. Okay, so just so we know. And who's the Nigerian?
Oh shit. Let me go over there. Let me get it.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah, let's get these heifers.
We might as well. Shout out to Metal Face. Said, how sad as a landowner, what did those two have to do to get the job? As a Londoner. Oh, are they from London? Is that what you're saying? Londoner?
Who? I must need
talking about Metal Face in the chat. Are they from London?
Excuse me.
Are the Nigerian person from London? See if I could get their Instagram up here for y'all too, so y'all can see who that is. In the meantime, make sure that y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share this out on your social media platforms, and make sure you are subscribed to us on YouTube at Sincere Love to God, as well as Godcast Enterprises on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, so y'all can be reminded whenever we go live with new episodes of Sincere Love to Godcast. You got a name for me?
I'm having a sneeze attack. Hold on.
Oh, that pollen down here is crazy.
And I'm trying to get it from I'm trying to get it from Connie's Instagram because she posted it and I looked at it from there.
Yeah.
Not Instagram, but her Twitter. Because she gave me the names.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get to that. But since we were talking about the college basketball players thing too, I wanted to let y'all know about this dude. Duke guard Jared McCain has signed an NI deal with beauty and nail polish brand Sally Henson. Is that Sally's Beauty Supply?
Maybe.
Is that who Sally Henson is? Sally's Beauty
I
Supply?
have no idea.
And so this guy, I guess he's about to get drafted. I think. I think I'm not sure. I don't really keep up with the basketball like that, but I do be hearing people talk about it in the shop. And so I think they was talking about him.
Let's Google it.
Getting drafted, going to the NBA next year or in this year's draft. But I think they were saying his mom is a stylist or whatever, or she does nails or whatever. He grew up in a nail salon, and that's why he's into the nail polish or whatever the case may be. I don't know what's going on with these young dudes, man. But yeah, he got a nail set. He rocks the nail sets, and so they gave him an NIL deal with Sally Hanson's beauty and nail polish. So how y'all feel about that, man? The young dudes, I don't know what y'all got going on. Some of y'all, I ain't gonna throw the whole generation under the bus, but some of y'all, man, I don't know what y'all got going. Y'all just be doing whatever.
I'm saying even Snoop be doing that. Be having French tips and stuff like, nigga, you supposed to be from Long Beach, East Side. You know what I'm saying? Long Beach. Well, I think he from Long Beach Insane Crip. Like
the dog father. The dog father? I ain't see that. Where'd you go, Nicety? Uh-oh. Maybe her phone ring again or something. I don't know. She'll be back though. But yeah, I didn't see the dog father with the French tips. I ain't see that. Man, I'm waiting for Nicey to come back, and I'm still trying to get that name of the Nigerian tether that's part of that Good Times thing. That trailer was disgusting. That's all I could say. I will be check. It's gonna come on. So I will be checking it out just to give my critique of the show, whatever the case may be. But while we waiting for Nicey to come back to the stream, have y'all got a chance to check out Beyonce's new album? Shout out to Beyonce. She just dropped the Renaissance Part 2 album. Okay, Nicey is back. Yeah, Beyonce just dropped the Part 2 to the Renaissance joint, Cowboy Carter. I didn't listen to the whole thing yet, but I listened to most of it. What y'all think about Beyonce's new joint, by the way?
I haven't listened to it as of yet. The optics I love, of course, and I just love that she's unapologetically, doing the album because she's getting a lot of pushback, from, the white country music folk or whatever, as if they own it, created it, and I love that she's, rocking the red, white, and blue, letting it know, I am a foundational Black American. She ain't said it like that, but I'm assuming that's what she's saying because whether we want to believe it or not, they're paying attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a coincidence at all. You know what I'm saying? What they did to her at the Country Music Awards when she was, trying to do that show with the Dixie Chicks and stuff like that, like all the stuff, she's like coming back like, yeah, y'all thought I wasn't coming back, but I'm back with a vengeance, and I'm here to take over. And that's the thing. They know we can.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the option.
Yeah, for sure. And she did say that. Well, right before the album dropped, she put out like a long Instagram caption where she was saying, this was inspired by her experience at the Country Music Awards when she did the thing with the Dixie Chicks. And she said from that point, she basically took a deep dive into learning the history of country music. And obviously she came out with the understanding that, hold on, this is the FBA genre. You know what I'm saying? And so with this whole Renaissance thing, I see what she's doing. Act 1, she did the House Music Project, which is another foundational Black American genre that,
Chicago.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Which kind of one of them things that got gentrified and snatched away from us, and people don't even know and understand that it's one of our creations. So she reclaimed that, put the stamp back on that one, and now she's swinging around to the country music joint, reclaiming that, putting the stamp on that as the queen bee. I think she's number one right now. I think she's number one in the world right now with the album. So yeah, I listened to most of it. And they got some joints on there that's cool that I like. It ain't gonna be nothing that I'm bumping. It's not my particular style of music or whatever, but it's not nothing wrong with it. It's not bad. It's just not, what I'll be riding around listening to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she did her thing. She, it's well produced, well written, well put together. She also used the platform to highlight some of the history. So let me show y'all that real quick. Some of quick bullet points from the album. 6 Black history lessons we learned from Beyonce's Cowboy Carter. Let me see if I can put the volume on this. Oh, nah, that's music. My bad. I don't want to play the music. But in the Linda Martell show track, Beyonce pays homage to Linda Martell, the first Black woman in country music to release a major album with Color Me Country in 1970. Martell was also the first solo Black woman to perform at the Grand Ole Opry, the longest running radio show in American history, based in Nashville. So yeah, this genre, they wrestled this from up under us early. You know what I'm saying? 1970, you got the first Black woman releasing a country album from a genre that we created.
Yeah, we weren't even born. We weren't even born.
Meanwhile, it was Black folks, it was foundational Black Americans that were behind a lot of the white artists who so-called pioneered the genre anyway. You know what I'm saying? It was Black folks teaching them how to play the banjo and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
it goes further back.
Yeah, it goes way further back.
Yeah.
Also, the way she did the track list, the way that she did the track list, Cowboy Carter's track list covers, pays homage to the Chitlin Circuit, the historic network of venues established in the 1930s. This circuit provided safe spaces for Black entertainers, including iconic performers like Ray Charles and Ella Fitzgerald, to showcase their talents in the face of segregation and racism. So B doing her thing with this one. This sister right here, I was checking her out a few weeks ago too. She drops a lot of history about the Black history about country music and the banjo and all of that. But the thing about it is she kind of Africanizes it also. You know what I'm saying? They Africanize it, but because they say the banjo is an African instrument or whatever the case may be. But whenever they name the people who actually pioneered the music, it's always a foundational Black American. You know what I'm saying? So the banjo might have came from Africa, but they didn't create country music in Africa though. You know what I'm saying? They created the instrument, from what I understand, somewhere in the Caribbean, with the instrument was created, but they're still saying it's an African instrument. So I'm kind of confused about that. I don't know all of the history about it. I just been kind of trying to look into it myself to see what the real story is behind the banjo. But what I do know is the country music itself is created right here in the good old USA by foundational Black Americans. As per usual. In the song Texas Hold'em, the banjo is played by Rhiannon Giddens. I think is how you say her name. Rhiannon Giddens. Sorry, I'm mashing up your name, sis. But the lead singer and banjo player of the Carolina Chocolate Drops. Giddens has been instrumental in highlighting the African American and Caribbean history of the banjo and Black contributions to early country music. Beyonce's album cover features her wearing the Cowboy Carter sash, a nod to the rodeo queens who sport similar attire from contests like the Miss Rodeo Texas. These figures, along with cowboys and cowgirls, shaped rodeo culture, highlighting the legacy of Black rodeos and reclaiming their place in Western history. It's all us, man. The cowboy stuff, it's all us, man. You know what I'm saying? And now you see a lot of Mexicans, rocking that style and all of that stuff. The white boys been doing it for a long time, but it originated with foundational Black Americans.
That's everything. And also I wanted to slide in here since we're talking about it, because you said that they were trying to Africanize it. So I don't know if you guys saw out here, but the OMB, remember everybody was calling in and stuff like that, saying how we wanted to be classified and all these things. So everybody pretty much got but they wanted, as far as other groups, to racially, I guess, or ethnically identify themselves, but they put us either black or still African American. And the reason is they're claiming that we had too many choices, because remember when we were calling in, some people were saying ADOS, some people were saying African American, some people were saying Negro, etc. So they were saying that we just had too many, right? And so we still have an opportunity, basically, to figure it out. But right now, it's still black and African American. So everybody else basically got a lot, under their umbrella. They still have so many options, but they're still, Africanizing us in another way. So I guess the FBA community, we're definitely going to have to come together as a community, get on code, and figure out what our classification is going to be. If that's going to be, FBA, if that's going to be Black American, Negro, whatever, because it was just, during that vote, it was just too many options. That's what they're claiming, right? And so that we can try to narrow it down so that we can get ourselves separated from, these other, black groups. So right now, to me, it's still not separate. We can still fall under Caribbean or anything at this point still.
Yeah, the thing about it is they know who we are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is they know who they owe.
They know who they owe. Yeah, but they try to sow confusion.
Yeah, of course. They're gonna do what they do.
Yeah.
They're gonna do what they do. And so this sister right here that you see on the screen, still talking about the Beyonce album. This sister that you see right here on the screen is the daughter of one of the people that was paid homage to on the album. Beyonce did a cover of the Beatles song Blackbird. It was originally written by Paul McCartney in honor of the Little Rock Nine, a group of 9 Black students who faced discrimination and segregation after enrolling in the all-white Arkansas high school in 1957. So she redid that record. The sister here, she said it was a surprise, that Beyonce or the team didn't reach out to her, the family, or nothing. They just went ahead and did it. But she was happy about it. She's honored to, have Beyonce, spotlighting that. And so I like what Beyonce is doing. You know what I'm saying? She doing what she can with her platform. So right. I'm not mad at all. Anything that pisses off the white supremacists pleases me.
Yeah. All right. So Forbes, y'all. Forbes says there's 21 ways reparations can drive economic recovery and expansion. We know that, and just to piggyback off of this, it takes me back to Marcel Dixon, and his, contract basically to Black Americans. What was it? His slogan? Fix America to help America or something. I forget his slogan, but
that was Marcel.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Marcel Dixon. Basically, we already knew, that reparations isn't gonna be bad for our economy, but it was only gonna build our economy. We are foundational Black Americans. We are foundational, to indigenous to this land. We don't have anywhere to go. We're not moving anywhere. So our reparations is only gonna help further build up the economy. We don't have another country to flee to. If like other people get a reparations check, they may go back to their homeland and spend it and build it up. But we're gonna spend ours right here. You know what I'm saying? So it just made me think about Marcel when I saw the headline and read this article. They know that reparations is only going to drive up the economy. They just don't give a, because they know that we're no longer going to need them.
Yes, indeed. And so let me see, because there was a couple of bullet points I just wanted to point out. I don't want to read the whole article.
Yeah.
There's a couple of bullet points that I had here from the article. And you guys could go check it out if you want to read the article in full. But let me see. Where is it? Oh, man. Wait, this ain't the link. Hold on. Oh, man. I think I put the wrong daggone link. I don't even have the bullet points pulled up. My bad, y'all.
Only thing about this article that I don't like is they brought up HR 40, which is nothing. Throw that out there. HR 40, is a whole nothing burger. It's been sitting on, the desk for collecting dust for damn near 40 years. So no. But, at the end of the day, reparations isn't going to economically, bankrupt America. because and they only talk about that as it pertains to doing something solely for us. They're not worried about it sending it to Ukraine, these borders, these border bandits coming over here, here to get free unearned benefits. They're squeezing money out somebody's ass, to make it happen. It's only when it comes to us, that they worry about a collapse. Or that the dollar is, the American dollar is not going to be worth anything. You guys don't want that. Why would you want that? It's not, yeah. Only when it comes to us.
Right. All right. So here go the bullet points from the article. You guys can go check it out. It's 21 ways reparations can drive economic recovery and expansion, and that's on Forbes.com.
Forbes.com. Mm-hmm.
So number one, reparations program can be an economic catalyst for Black communities by creating business activity, investment, and job creation. Obvious. All of this is obvious. Reparations can improve infrastructure and public services in the Black communities. Very much needed. Dr. Claude Anderson always has stressed that we need to be able to provide our own, regular services, the gas, the electric, what I'm saying? Things that we need for basic survival. We should be able to supply that for ourselves and take care of ourselves, our own needs. You know what I'm saying? Reparations can help lower housing costs in Black communities. Reparations can reduce social and economic inequality. Obviously, reparations can encourage innovation and entrepreneurship in the Black community. And so, those are the major things that they know will take place. You know what I'm saying? You always hear the narrative about, reparations ain't gonna do nothing but boost up Cadillac and Gucci and, Jacob the Jeweler and all of that stuff. But that's not what they're worried about at all. Those things right there are the stuff that they really worried about. Us getting an economic foothold and being able to sustain ourselves and not have to depend on them. That's what the real issue is with them trying to resist the reparations debt that they owe.
If they thought that all we was going to do was buy chains and Gucci's, they would have cut a check yesterday.
So Marcel's new slogan, justice for all or justice for none. I like that.
I like that too. I love that. And
Either
I'm still working on his campaign too. I did it last year. You guys know I did the phone banking, and I'm still working with a brother and his team. So I'm not going to stop that.
Yes, indeed. We all could be equal, or we all could be equally uncomfortable. That's the way it's going to be.
Right.
That's the way it's going to be. And so there was one other thing in here dealing with reparations while we on the topic. The United Nations. They've been calling for this for a while now. This is in the Essence magazine. Head of the United Nations says reparations for slavery are necessary to fight systemic racism. Necessary is the key word for me.
Yeah.
Necessary is the key word. It's not something that, it might help. It could do some good. It's not a handout. This is something that is absolutely necessary.
Necessary. Imperative.
Without reparations, we are going to continue to get our lunch ate. It's no way we can compete with other groups simply by pulling ourselves up by the bootstraps. If all 40, 50 million foundational Black Americans, started pulling themselves up by the bootstraps, every last one of us, it still wouldn't close the racial wealth gap.
Nope.
If everybody stopped smoking crack, nobody was doing crime no more. Everybody was just on the up and up, getting education and what I'm saying, pulling our resources together to create businesses and things like that, just based on where we're at and what we have access to right now, we still would not be able to close the racial wealth gap on our own. We have to get reparations. It's absolutely mandatory. And that's why we're not going to stop beating that drum. That's why we're not letting up on it, because it's necessary. It has to happen. It must go down.
It's going to go down. It's going to go down. One thing about it is when we focus, heavy, and when we get on code, and that doesn't mean all of us, but when enough of us get on code, we can make it happen. We will make it happen.
Yes, indeed.
I posted on the other day on Twitter, get on code or get stuff out the way. And I mean that with my whole chest. If you're not going to get on code, get out the way. I'm sick of seeing people's dramas and stuff like that on social media and stuff like that. Talk to your spouse. talk to the homie, or I don't need to know. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's not use these platforms, to, whine, cry, sow division, infight, all these things. Like, let's be constructive when we on here. Let's act like we know how to act. You know what I'm saying? Especially when there's certain groups and people, whose names are always circulating in the mess. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what we need right now. We literally are fighting for our lives. And I don't know, because some of us feel like we're a little bit comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we are literally fighting for our lives. I want
Mm-hmm.
us to fight for the right shit. Fighting each other and, again, just sowing bullshit across these apps all god dang on day. That is not being codified. It's not.
I agree with you, and I know where you coming from with it, but at the same time, a lot of people try to use that argument to try to stop us from going after the coons, the bed winches,
Agreed.
the tethers, you know what I'm saying? The off-code people, you know what I'm saying? FBA and non-FBA. When we go out at them for a good cause, for a righteous purpose, they try to use that argument of how we need to stop fighting with each other. And, I don't want to get those two things mixed up. I understand exactly what you're saying and where you coming from.
I'm definitely not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones that's close to the folk who have the ideology that we have, who has the mindset that we have. Like, take that shit off these apps and talk about it, because everybody for the most part got each other's phone numbers, and shit like that. Like, talk that shit off online and let's get focused on these apps on business. Because business still needs to be handled. And this doesn't mean that we all gonna get along. I don't care, to get along with everybody. I don't care for anyone to all like me. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be with everybody, but that's not the reality of it all. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate to see, a bunch of bullshit. It's almost like the focus has been less about reparations lately, and more about the drama. And that's what I'm talking about.
Right, because the drama gets people a lot of attention. And niggas is attention deprived.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what a lot of it really is about. Just attention. Just look at me. That's what gets views and likes, and just by keeping up nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But for those of us that are serious, and understand that we all not gonna get along with each other. We all not gonna agree on every single issue point for point, but we agree on the things that are important. And we get together on those things. Those are the things that matter. You know what I'm saying?
And so, I don't think that it's okay to bring, try to make people choose sides, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that stuff. It's like, we are not in elementary school.
Corny.
We're not in elementary school. We tell our children not to do that shit. So why are we doing it?
That shit is corny as hell.
Yeah, man. I don't want to be a part of nobody's fuck shit, and drama or anything. Don't bring me in it. Don't bring Shamika in it. Nice girl. Don't do that.
Yeah, I got y'all little personal stuff going on, and you want to drag the family into it and get people to choose sides and all that.
I'm not here for that.
Shit is corny.
And even if I agree or disagree, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm here on these apps talking about reparations, and we're gonna go after tethers and even our coons and stuff like that, like shut certain things down, you know what I'm saying? But I also know how to pick up a phone and call people and talk, and not try to put people on blast and all this stuff. Like, let's be mature about it, let's be adults about it, and let's get focused.
Facts. And two things before I forget, man. First of all, the marathon continues. Shout out to our brother Nipsey Hussle. Today is the death anniversary of Nipsey Hussle.
Is it 5 years?
I think it was 2020, right? I think it was 2020. So this would be
4 years?
This would be
year 4.
This makes 4 years. Our brother has been dearly departed. Again, like I said, the marathon continues. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the gems that he left with us, you know what I'm saying? We still carrying the torch. We still bumping the music. All of that, you know what I'm saying? Nipsey was my guy, man. I was really, really tapped in with Nipsey heavy, you know what I'm saying, before the tragic events, that caused his transition and all that. Right. And so, yeah, man, R.I.P. to our brother Nipsey Hussle. The marathon continues. And the number 2 thing that I definitely can't forget while we on here, I got to shout out my baby bro, the young God, Elijah the Wolf Pierce, man, my brother, 122. I think he's number 9 in the world right now, ranked number
That's
9 in the
dope.
world right now.
Young.
He just won another fight the other day.
Yeah.
We went to go check him out. It was down here in Atlanta at got the name of the OTE Arena or whatever case. I forgot what the name of the damn arena is. OTE Arena. But y'all make sure y'all follow my brother Elijah Pierce on Instagram. All of that good stuff. Yo, he doing his thing. That was my favorite performance by him because it was a comeback performance. We got to really see his tenacity and his will as well as his skill. He's been putting his skill on display. I think this was his 10th win in a row. He's on like a 9 or 10 winning streak right now. 9 or 10 fight winning streak right now. And I think they was all knockouts or TKOs too, if I'm not mistaken. So he's been doing his thing, climbing up, working his way up the ranks. He's this close to getting a world title fight. He already got a couple of belts, but the world title fight, he's like one more fight away before he gets the opportunity to fight for the world title. So I think he's going to fight this guy in June, and they're competing for the number 2 spot to be ranked at number 2 for the next fight. But yeah, the fight the other day, it was hella dramatic. The event was dope as hell. You know, the whole event. I like the way Overtime Boxing. I like the way they put their stuff together.
I've
the whole
never
event
been to a
was
fight.
fly. Oh, you got to.
I've never been to a fight. I have to experience that. You got to. It's dope. It's dope in person. And Atlanta is Atlanta. Let me tell you that. The fight down here, it's almost like you at a club or something. Atlanta is Atlanta. You know, I don't care what kind of event it is. Atlanta gonna be Atlanta. Only thing that was missing was some damn chicken wings. They ain't had no chicken wings at the joint. But yeah, in the second round, my dude got in a little bit of trouble. I think when he went in there, he kind of underestimated his opponent. He was fighting this guy from the Philippines, Villanueva or something Villanueva. Good fighter, great fighter. This guy got a lot of experience. This was like a 40-something fight. You know what I'm saying? And so I think Elijah slept on him a little bit. Because he likes to showboat, you know what I'm saying? He be dancing and stuff on niggas. He be two-stepping in the ring and all that. He gets real busy. And so he started doing that early. He went in there like two-stepping like the first, second round. You know what I'm saying? And he was touching dude up. It was clear that he was the better boxer from the jump. But just by him doing some of the showboating, he got caught slipping. And Villanueva hit him with a hard punch right on the chin and knocked my man up under the ropes. My man Elijah hit that canvas. The whole place got quiet. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, but he needed that. He needed that to like, okay, let me get back.
Facts. And it was early. It was only in the second round. There was like a minute and 40-something seconds left in the second round. He got up, maintained his composure. You know, he fought smart for the rest of the round by clinching and keeping dude up off him or whatever the case may be until he got his equilibrium and got his wits back. And then he started taking over in the third round, and he knocked him out in the fourth. So shout out to my brother Elijah Pierce, man. Very proud of my dude, man. He did his thing, man. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely next fight in June. I'm gonna be ringside this time. I wanted to be ringside this time, but we got the link to get the tickets too late. We still had good seats. It's really no bad seats in that place. No matter where you sit, and you got a good view of the ring and all that. But I had a good, nice front row spot. But I want to be ringside next time. You know what I mean? To see the action, how it really go down. You know what I mean? Shout out to my dude. You guys are following him. I love to see him, of course, show off his skills on social media as it pertains to, boxing. But I also like to see those moments with his daughter. He's a dope ass father as well. So that part, just, humanizes him more. Like, I'm more than an athlete. Right. This is my main priority. You can tell how he loves his baby girl. And I love seeing that side of him as well. Indeed. A beast in the ring, but a softie for that baby girl. Shout out to baby girl Bella. He always got her on his side, man. He is a single father, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Young dude, you know what I'm saying? That's his only daughter. And that's the number one thing in his life, man. And I'm very proud of him, man. Very proud of him. Yeah. But we still got some time for like one or two more. What we talking about?
We're gonna talk about how Mexico don't want these border bandits. Let's talk about that.
We talk about Biden's migrants.
Yeah, he don't want them. He said, nope, y'all can't send them back. I don't want them. So what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? So this is in foxnews.com. This article was published on March the 26th. And so it says Mexican president says the flow of migrants will continue unless the U.S. meets his demands. Ain't this who the f you?
He doing some extortion shit right here. He doing
I'm just saying.
a little bit of
The
blackmail going
nerve.
on.
I'm saying.
He capitalizing off this crisis. You know, he leveraging the crisis to get resources for the entire Latin America, by the way. He's saying, what was it, 200 million a year?
He wants he wants 20 billion in aid a year. 20 billion with a B, y'all.
To be dispersed throughout all of Latin America, by the way.
Right.
White Latin America, let me say, because mind you, they're not including the Haitians who are considered, Latinos as well.
I just learned that. That's wild. I really just learned that they are considered. Yes. Oh wow, y'all.
Yes. Even Jamaicans, technically are considered Latino or Hispanic or whatever. But yeah, the Haitian is, people that don't know, Haiti and Dominican Republic share the same island. And it was formerly the island of Hispaniola. You know what I'm saying? And so even other parts of the Caribbean where the Spanish had conquered first, technically, a lot of those are considered Latinos too. Technically, a lot of them, they don't consider themselves that. They don't call themselves that. But I'm just saying, this Mexican president, he's leveraging resources for, the Venezuelans, the Cubans, the Mexicans, you know what I'm saying?
Man, crazy.
Word up.
Crazy. But see, when we talk about, withholding our vote, you know what I'm saying, voting as a block and all these fools start talking crazy. Mm-hmm. We can learn something from these people, to be honest. We can learn what we can learn, not the fleeing part. You know what I'm saying? But the leverage we can learn.
Exactly.
The leverage part, yeah.
And Great Black Shark just put an article inside the chat, y'all, on foreigncensus.gov, where you can go check out how much of U.S. tax dollars are going out of America annually. Go check out that website right there. The link is in the chat. But yeah, man.
And I guess the final one we'll do is about the Baltimore mayor, Scott.
Wait. But there was. Oh yeah.
Oh.
No, you good.
I'm good. Okay.
Ahead, talk about
I don't know if you guys saw him on MSNBC. He was sitting up there with Joyless Reed with her toupee on. And as you can see, you know what I'm saying? And, I don't know if you guys know this with the white supremacists, especially on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. They're always calling us DEI. What's some other terms that they use for us, y'all? Minority.
Affirmative action.
Franchise, all the affirmative action, all these, basically black, or whatever. So basically he called it out. He called it out and woke. Yeah. So he called it out, and I loved it. I loved it. If you want to play it.
I ain't going to play it. No, I ain't going to play it.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys, I'm sure you follow us. You follow Tariq. It's also on, I believe, our platforms. But you can hear what he said. And basically, he called it out. Basically, you're calling us the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? We know that you mean black, and he's proud of his FBA heritage because he is FBA. He has a black wife, black kids. Y'all know I love that. His wife is actually an entrepreneur.
You ain't mad at the wife?
I'm not mad at the wife. Nope.
Nicey, you ain't mad at the wife. She looked like she half Asian or something. You sure you ain't mad at the wife?
I believe that she is. But she was raised by her black father. See, her father, because I went up in there, I was like, we found her, on Instagram, and she was raised by her single black dad.
Okay.
So that's a black woman. That's a black woman all the way.
So maybe he had a little overseas action or something. Maybe he was probably a military guy. Went over there.
And something happened. But that's all right. This is a black woman who
has
a black husband and black children. She is sister to me. She's a sister to me now. Only thing that I seen on her page that I don't like, and I know he's a Democratic mayor, you know what I'm saying, and they parading Joe Biden and, Kamala, but I understand. Right now, he did something that was very on code. Baltimore, my family out there in Baltimore, keep your eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? But Otherwise, I liked everything, about how he handled the situation. If you guys didn't know, a bridge over there collapsed, and how he handled that. You had white supremacists, you guys, up on Twitter that was upset that he had a hoodie on or something he had on. Mind you, this happened in the middle of the night. They're doing a rush press conference, blah, blah, blah. What was he supposed to do? Put a suit on? A tuxedo for you fools?
That wouldn't have made a difference.
Like they're just going to complain. Right.
That wouldn't have made a difference. It don't matter. It don't matter. He could have been on there in a 3-piece suit. He could have had his hair cut low, because I seen they was talking about his haircut, his fro, and all of that. None of that don't matter. None of that don't really matter. It's just he a young FBA dude. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, damn, he didn't even say nothing controversial at all. You know what I'm saying? When they first interviewed him about the tragedy, he was like, they asked him, how long you think before the bridge gets repaired? And he like, listen, right now we need to worry about the souls that were lost. You know what I'm saying? People lost their lives, people are injured. Right. You know what I'm saying? We need to worry about that. Like that was all he said. So there's nothing that you could do to please these people. So why bother to even try? You know what I'm saying?
And that's where he was with it. And that's what I liked. Right. The energy that he gave, that's exactly what I liked.
All right. Shout out to him, man. I ain't mad at the brother, man. Young brother doing his thing. Keep doing your thing, man. Hopefully we can get you all the way on code. You know what I mean? You got anything else before we get up out of here? We about to close out in a minute, y'all. Appreciate y'all rocking with us today. No, we ain't been on in a while consistently like we supposed to, but normally we are here every Sunday around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's that? 3 p.m. West Coast time? Or 2 p.m.
No, 2.
Yeah, 2 p.m.
2 my time.
Yeah, 2 p.m. West Coast time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we usually here on Sundays, where we chop it up like we did today, man. Just talk about current events, from the B1 perspective. And we are going to be getting back to the Black Business Showcase as well. And normally that's on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific time.
6 p.m. Pacific.
Normally. I don't know if we're going to be switching that up or not, but just stay tuned. We'll keep y'all updated on what the schedule is going to be going forward and all of that. Make sure you are subscribed. Sincere Love the God on YouTube. Godcast Enterprises on YouTube. Follow me. I'm at Sincere Love the God on all social media platforms. Make sure you guys are following my big forehead co-host. She is at Nicety Girl with the #1 on Instagram, and Nicety Girl without the #1 on X, formerly known as Twitter. So make sure you guys stay tapped in with both of us.
Hey, who got their tickets to Microphone Check, by the way? Y'all know that's coming up in May.
I gotta get mine today.
For the LA show.
I'm getting mine today.
Check.
I had to see who was all going, because that weekend is my son's graduation weekend. So I just had to make sure, because I know we got people coming in town and stuff like that. So I wanted to see who was all going. But I'm about to grab my tickets, as a matter of fact, as soon as we get off of here.
Right.
I think it's just gonna be me, Seven, and my daughter pulling up to the joint. But we definitely gonna be in the building for Microphone Check. Absolutely looking forward to that joint right there. Man, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. The true origins of hip-hop, the FBA origins of hip-hop. Set the record straight once and for all. I can't wait. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm about to get my ticket as soon as we get off of here, man. So let us shut this thing down before the ATL tickets sell out and I'll be pissed off. Man. All right, so again, appreciate y'all rocking with us on another episode of Sincere Love the Godcast. That does it for today. Always remember, family, we are not the master teachers, but we are the master students and signal boosters for the voices of the new Black media. We are out of here. Peace and Black love.
Yeah, like that. Let's see what's in the God's mind. Listen.